easy for LeBlanc to roam bot lane with her mobility, pushing out the lane. Graves, of course, as any jungler, can take for bot lane, and then Shenalty. They're basically saying, Mystic, you've been doing pretty well so far. We want to make you look good right now on this Twitch.
All right. We'll see how good the look is. Coach is going to leave the stage now. Shake hands, and it's now to the 5 players in each team doing battle. In one game, they decide who's going to take it home. WE can stand alone in second place at 3-2, which is a pretty important place to be. Gigabyte Marines need this one to stay alongside the rest of the pack. They'd only beaten TSM so far in this one.
Oh, it's actually the 80 carry Nami.
Yeah, okay. So obviously a small graphics mishap, but regardless, it's going to be a fun one, though. Gigabyte Marines have consistently gotten to very good early game leads, and the amount of engaged tools they do have, you figure they can actually maybe close it out. They've got a Gragas for engage, they've got a Lulu to help facilitate that. Ashe was good as well. When we talked about their failure to close out against Flash Wolves because they're running around with a Galio and it's not quite working out, but now they have hard engaged tools to close out the games with.
Yeah, my eyes are definitely on this Lulu matchup because, you know, the question will be, yeah, we've given a lot of support to Optimus and given him a lot of praise. Is his Lulu on the fake Lulu level where you're very willing to run into LeBlanc and he's taking a 9? Is he going to be able to, you know, actually get this early ball moving that we're so used to from the Gigabyte Marines?
Doing what Power Evil did in Europe when played this match for the first time with running Ignite and saying, you know what, I can actually try and kill you early. Like, always look at like level 3, level 4, there is legit kill pressure for Optimus, and quite a few mid laners has been surprised about the amount of damage. But I feel like Lulu mid has now been stable for at least a few weeks, and you can no longer really be surprised.
Also, Xie is definitely comfortable on the LeBlanc. He's definitely one of the most practiced. Have been impressed by it in the past. Here we go on the bottom side, though. Slay moving in, and he's been able to gain some ground.
He gives it away right away.
What they're really trying to do, though, by the way, with that gaining ground, you want to plant seeds in the ground.
Yes.
It's the whole opportunity here, and actually
stepped on.
He actually has, yeah, actually hasn't been able to get very good spawns of those seeds.
No lane swaps. I'm trying. Gigabyte Marines running lane, so 2 games in a row.
Here's the thing, I think if you're going to do lane swaps, though, you do it on the same day and then stop. Because you know every team is against you. It's like, hey, we got to learn how to do lane swaps. You're like, wait a second, they're not doing it. And you like make them learn it, and you don't actually let them use the skills.
I also just want to say Gigabyte Marines actually played the lane swaps really poorly in their games.
But
they
their
definitely didn't practice
played
it
them
enough.
Also very poorly.
That's fair, that's fair. Like, I've seen Fnatic play lane swaps. You can definitely execute them. You will always fall behind in gold, though. That's kind of the problem with them, and why a lot of teams will not actually lane swap.
It's going to be an equal trade of farm so far in the bottom lane. For push to go to the Marines down in the bottom lane. Ooh, nice dodge. Will Lance. She seems to be winning that trade right now. Nami, an extremely good early laner. The exhaust is on trade back into Mystic, who should not have gone into that one. You cannot wasting sustenance support. The kill comes through. First blood to the Marines, looking for a bit more. Slay on the chase. One more auto, but bam! Then to flash away.
And look at that, the perfect turnaround. Made it right in. Archie just plants right up. Immediate autos there. Slay's goes on the offensive, and their bottom lane gets first blood.
You cannot exhaust a support in 2-on-2. That does not how League of Legends works.
Look at this, too. They're trying to draw them clearly over to their seeds.
That will never
as
work.
soon as he's in range for the seed, boom, they both up. Exhaust goes down. And the Gigabyte Marines get another first blood.
Well, good for them to play it right, absolutely. But there were like 7 things wrong with how WE played that all in. Miserable in a lot of ways, but hey, a lead now for Slay, and Marines keep getting good early games.
You're laughing at my gaining ground to plant seed there, but able to bait them into it. Now on the top of the map.
Go start getting some damage. 957, half HP on both. Gets away from the taunt. Breaks the shield pretty easily. Forces a flash pretty cleanly. Nicely done the Marines with the top lane gang.
I love that little dodge here from Levi as well. Every single Gigabyte Marines game, I feel like it's just super entertaining because there's always so many things happening in the early game, and it's fun to see how every team is trying to adapt to it. Some are drafting like a lot of early games to try and match them. We saw G2 yesterday have to go like late game against them and beat them there, which is what most teams have been able to do. Now let's see. First blood against Twitch. It was already a pretty risky lane to pick Twitch into.
Yeah.
When you misplay level 1 as well, get completely outplayed. Well,
he's a badass, though.
He's definitely a badass.
Badass is give first blood. Is that your strategy?
He doesn't care. He doesn't care about the system. Wait for it.
He got sent to jail. Now he's on parole back in lane, but, you know, 3 strikes and you're out. Be careful about this one, Mystic. Steal cheese at your own peril. Kobe's groaning is visibly in pain off of that one. I agree, it was terrible. I'll stop for now. 600 gold lead for Marines. They're holding up in lanes otherwise. Condi, nice steal on the Raptors down here. Doing okay for himself. It's might got to reset the rest of it, but that's fine. He's still ahead on the but be careful. Optimus is here. He's going to do a cupcake, and he's just gone. Joey continuing to overstay.
What I tell you, I'm a stealing freak.
Yeah. And now 2 members of W have been sent to jail for improper theft. Caught out by the cuts. The bad boys not working. Cigar or not. Apparently, we're going to keep that one going for now.
I don't actually understand these junglers here. They've obviously been playing for, you know, many years. Played a lot of scrims, a lot of solo queue, a lot of games on the big stage. And the classic mistake of going in to steal the Raptor camp when your mid laner is not pushing his lane, I don't understand how it can keep happening. Like, there must be like a million coaches around the world trying to kind of shield the junglers. Do not do this. And it just again and again and again. Like, Condi was sitting there trying to take away the Raptors, and then, of course, Optimus will roll down first and just 2v1.
Completely agree, and we have yet to find the answer.
Have you ever made that mistake, Kobe?
I don't make any mistakes, obviously.
That's fair.
That was a close attempt right there. Condi could have gone top lane for his clicks as the only jungle camp that was up, but the Cosmic was waiting for him, and he realized Levi was around. And this time around, he was safe enough to not go for it, but it means that Levi's rewarded with a steal on the Krugs. 957 not yet gank for the waves to put in.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting about, you know, 70% HP. Not quite diveable yet. Whenever you think that, Gigabyte Marines do surprise you, right? I mean, start just at level 6. It's very low on mana, but the possibility is there, and you do have to be careful because, you know, the badass friends are about to hit level 6. Jen, once the comes in.
Needs to go bot lane if possible, but yeah, I think actually Stark were trying to bait out the W from 957 right there. If that went down, maybe you go for it, but again, it's risky. Gigabyte Marines is he never takes any risks.
Never.
Right?
No. They have the most risk-averse team here.
Of course. Hey, this game they've been playing pretty safe. They've just been punishing mistakes from WE.
Yeah, just been playing smart. They've been playing appropriately, playing correctly, and yeah, as you were mentioning, punishing the mistakes. So, good League of Legends out of Marines, WE playing with, you could say, disrespect. And at what point do teams realize that these teams coming out of the emerging regions are worth respecting and playing against properly?
Too late.
Yeah,
that's what the answer. Regardless, Mystic trying to get back into this lane, and they're approaching that level 6 area. As mentioned, the Standing Knight is available, but Stark on Gragas, multiple ways to, you know, knock Shen out of it. The shield will go through, maybe the Ninja won't.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just, you know, make a play bot lane, Shen ultis in, and it's all perfect, because then you see the Gragas is pushing top lane. He will just take the tower. Or, as you said, Kobe, right, he might interrupt, you know, the TP, and then suddenly Shen doesn't burn. So, very often, teams actually want to go first, try and get the Shen to push out the wave, maybe like, you know, force a recall, force a teleport from the Gragas back to his lane, and then you make the play. If Gragas is TP ready, which is up in just like 20 seconds or something, then he can just TP with the Shen and also go bot lane. So it's not just, you know, making a play super easy and it's a kill. Teams rarely actually do go to the Shen lane though. They can't just forget Shen exists, let him sit up there, and then they choose his ulti, and they actually see often he just loses his tower. And if you don't get anything from the Shen ulti bot lane, well then you fall behind.
Condi's got his eyes on those Raptors once again. In lane though, pretty even, so I don't think they have the extra power to prove in.
He learned.
And Optimus even coming over to make sure.
We're proud of you, Condi. You finally learned.
Waiting for a bit to see if they want to play for the war that was placed down recently by Condi. So it's going to come down just yet though. Quick buff transfer, no big issue. That will give away Con's position as soon as they see Xie has the blue buff. They'll know Graves is down there handing it over. Not really surprised, of course, they had seen him near the Rapid as well. They do know definitively the respawn timer and exactly where the Graves is in the map. And now W will have the same information about Levi with Optimus.
So we got level 6 bot lane. Card is already completed for Save. That is pretty good for him. He wants to look for any sort of trades right now. Like Zyra level 6 will add so much extra damage. It is going to be pretty easy for Gigabyte Marine to control bottom side, and they really only have to respect the Shen ulti. And if nothing happens from WE side, they will just slowly lose the top tower.
Something to watch out for then. They can offload lane pressure. But still, solid 1,000 apart.
Also, as we're seeing the Sight Zone recalls come in from the supports, we enter the kind of dangerous part in the game where the supports are moving up and should working with the junglers and the vision they already have. to get the deeper wards, lest they be punished by the roaming mid laners.
Right, she is having a pretty good time as lane. He's getting pushed in because Lulu and that's how she works, but she has been doing well with raids. He's actually up farm right now, up 5 plus the rest of the wave alive. He's pushed us out this time around. And the Ignite Lulu, of course, is something that's kind of built for the 1v1 pressure. To be able to win those raids, hasn't been able to use that summoner spell to any effect. She will at some point get that teleport online and get to affect the sidelines with it. Arguably better than Optimus can.
Optimus is going for the supportive route with their themes here. I see a lot of other Lulu that actually just try and stack as much AP as possible. Then maybe later on get an Ardent Sensor if needed. But with this build, I'm expecting Ardent Sensor to come in second from Optimus, and he's fully committing to a support.
It also means this item does nothing if you ever E offensively, because you have to shield someone to give them heal, and you can only heal, I'm pretty sure, for as much as the shield was in the first place, and the base damage on that's only like 200 something, so it's not the sickest on Lulu for a while.
And there is not another shielding support, This is not the Lulu plus Karma, so Optimus would be the only one to do that. Here comes Condi, though, in mid lane, gonna get a good burst.
Down for some damage, gonna go for the self-ulti knock-up. Condi still getting automatic pretty cleanly. Flash save for the chain. Not gonna get CC'd by Xie there, but still on a summoner spell. Good get on the Optimus.
Yeah, Optimus was hoping he could actually save the flash right there, but just using ulti and everything. Could otherwise just flash the wall instantly as he saw the Graves, but had to use it in the end. Also got chunked, so he's down about like 20% HP at the moment, but he's still going fine for the actual laning piece. I'm still looking at either that bot lane, make the play with the Zyra, obviously respect the Shen ulti, needs to be done. But actually see instead, that play top lane we mentioned earlier.
Go looking for the play. Stark now running alone into the jungle. Condi's going to join him. Chip over the wall. Going to be an easy auto attack.
He just wants to buy time. On the bottom of the map, the Marines have a power play. He's spending so much time that they're actually, recalling on this chase.
Nice. Stranglethorns are there. A lot of damage. Tidal's going to buy a little bit of time, but they're on to Ben, who does get the Shen shield. Did they have enough damage? They actually do not. He gets with it. Now Slave forced fun for his life. Going to stay alive with 500. Levi walks back in. Here comes the rest of the fight as Stark gets the double knockback. The Tosso going to buy some time. 957 trades a kill back. But he's going to lose his life for that one. Zilla worth it here on the side of the Marines. They're going to find another one as Ben goes down. The solo kill for Optimus. Xie here to buy Pit back with the ulti to keep alive and can't do it in time. That is a kill pick up. 3 for 2. The long play here. Marines still get ahead.
Yeah, they were taking around a little bit too low under the turret, trying to take it down, and a good move there from WE. Xie does get back in for an extra kill, and there's Stark chase.
He can get Stark. Flash E, go for the body, send the chain back, and they get him. That is not worth it there. Condi has to reload. He flashed in to kill himself. The chase is in for Levi, gets the shield, gets a bit of a heal as well, and Condi gonna have the blast to get out.
Yep, they didn't get slow on him. Nobody else able to chase over, but Xie does go down in that trade. And man, early game for the Marines, baby.
So we have that play top lane. That actually means the bot lane from WE just needs to leave their lane, otherwise they will get attacked, and that's exactly what's happening right now. They use the Shen ulti onto Ben, which is smart here to at least get 957 into the fight. But it's scary already now when you see the TP. Like, this should just be 2 kills for Gigabyte Marine and then nothing more.
Yeah, they are able to pick up the extra one here on to 957, and then because Optimus roams down, they go for the extra support kill, but then don't account for the extra members from the that are still alive. Good attempt at defense there, and they return right back to the scene of the crime.
Looking for not too much of this one, they're going to be okay. Keep in mind, Mystic's flash is still down. It was down for the first Slay arrow. It came back up, going to use it again. Didn't seem to land there for the one.
Exactly, that's the reason they were making the push. The extra members here. Ash Arrow attempt number 2. Not gonna find it.
Now coming into the tournament here, looking at WE, we knew, okay, this team could actually fall behind early. And obviously we knew this team would then come back late. It's happening in LPL very often. They're now playing Gigabyte Marines and Levi. You can see stats on the screen right there. Very impressive numbers from him all around the play-ins. But against this team that are used to getting early advantages, then kind of failed the late game and how to close it out, which is exactly the kind of teams WE are facing in the LPL. Very often. They might actually be the same kind of situation here. Gigabyte, they need to keep closing.
Good title going to bubble. That good enough for Ben, but he's taking a lot of damage back, and oh no, he's overextended. Damage wasn't there. Mizik couldn't get in range for one more auto. First turret goes down and no real bloodshed.
Another fun thing to note, well, as the invades just keep coming here, we'll wait for the action to pass here. Gonna blast cone over. This is still WE territory, and the Marines are moving in for the boost deal.
No Shen ulti right now for a few more seconds.
should leave then, knowing that Shenlong's going to be up enough to go for the trade on Akani. He gets away with it. But 957 has the ulti basically in 10 seconds now. If they time it well, they'll know the timer, but that'll be soon.
All right, as we have space, then the Marines should be able to collapse back to the Drake to be able to actually get an objective for their triples. I want to talk about timings, right? Because the interesting thing with the Marines and the quick pace that they play this game, people often talk about, you know, oh, we have to be cautious of the teleport top lane and the Shen and United, but the rapid moves from the Marines come in so frequently that the long cooldown is actually very important on the Shen ultimate. As of right now, though, Stark trying to interrupt Condi.
Damage on the hits, heals a little bit from the sight on the blue buff, but still winning the trade a bit. Reloads, got some bullets. Here comes the arrow. Not going to land on the one, but get 957. Optimus still gets the kill with the long range Little Lance, I do believe.
Because the arrow was actually not supposed to hit 957, smacked him right in the face. Then he couldn't actually ult on the Condi to save his life.
Actually cracking up over the Ash arrow, securing the kill by denying the shield, and that is going to be the Rift Arrow.
Another Rift Herald here. I think it's going to Stark on this one for the top lane matchup. Nice bubble on to Slay. Shen arriving as well. No way out for Ash. Down he goes. And the bad guys get revenge here. Mystic.
Oh, he's
on the death.
Archie.
Oh, he pulled aggro.
No
He had
flash.
poison on. Did he not drop aggro? Or did he poison on Archie somehow?
Regardless, that's going to be enough for Archie to clear up the minion wave, so that's a big stopper.
Now, top lane again, as we talk about when Shen leaves the lane, Kragas can just go to the tower. Levi is there with him as well. This is the okay, so the arrow that is actually aimed at Condi is going to end up giving him a kill because now they overfly by. Condi will dodge it. Nice one for him in the face of the Shen, and then the Lulu damage is enough to actually kill the Graves.
That is pretty funny.
And that was actually WE making an intelligent, invid on the side where they just saw the Marines had more resources on the bottom. Jungler was accounted for, yet he's not able to get out. Stark makes a very good collapse on the low health Condi, and they're able to get the double buff onto Lulu plus the extra kill.
Slay calling as soon as he shoots the arrow. Got him. Go for it. We're gonna get him.
Calling for the fences.
Slugs him out right there. Let's see what we got. 3,500 gold lead. Marines. We've seen these leads before. They don't tend to close out. They've only done it once. That was against TSM back at the beginning of the tournament.
They can't keep not getting away with this, though.
They can. I've seen so many teams have good early games and fail to close out the late. It's always a possibility here.
Yeah, I just had that feeling that we're gonna get the kind of like WE versus RNG flashback from the LPL final where WE just falls 7k goal behind. You're like, this should be over. And then they find like a Baron or
Yes, this is what your brain is telling you, but what is your heart telling you?
Kind of the same.
And compositionally, it does fit WE here. I mean, Twitch is going to outscale Ash damage-wise, I think, with no problem. Ben is going to be a natural Mikhail's builder, so they can build the counters to the Ash arrow. There's definitely tools here. Shen's split pushing eventually becomes really obnoxious to deal with. I think there are some good things that we can rely on for the eventual comeback if it can happen.
Luckily for the Gigabyte Marines, we are not late game yet. 17 minutes in, they have the goal advantage, as we so often see from that they can engage. Force flashes.
That's of course their cooldown for the Yash.
It's a good flash, but look at the collapse here from Stark. He's going to get another.
Look at the damage output there. The assassination is in. Levi on the follow-through. 0-0-5 and 4-0-1. This top half has been doing so well for Marines.
And they're going to be able to actually push a turret here. The mid-wave killed off by Mystic, waiting in the brush.
A lot of damage to the Akani knockback. He does flash in time, but still a flash down, and he's consistently burning larger cooldowns.
Yeah, and I feel like whenever Stark gets this Gragas, then he actually is able to have quite an impact on the game. And teams just don't want to ban it away for some reason. Optimus.
Nice flash, the follow-through is shut down, and a crucial kill over to Mystic. 2 of the 4 are on him. He's the one who's going to have to carry late game. So far, so good on that front. The mid lane had gone down.
Yeah, interesting. There's a possible power play as she is actually rotating up behind them on LeBlanc right now, and Shen Stan United is available.
To the root, she is looking for more on a Stark, who's not that tanky, only on Nomad's mantle. Header should land as well. Here's the Race Bubble's going to come in as well. Look at the damage output. A quick disengage with the Strength of Orthodox 2. Looking for a little more. Here comes the jump on Condi. Levi can't look at damage. Flashes right back. Attack was blocked by the Shen zone. Archie flashing out as well. Burning down with the priest, but should stay alive for now. Won't get Nikki's the rechase.
Yeah. Oh, the Marines are trying to fight off this 5v4.
Whoa! Dangerously close. Sub 30 HP. Thankfully did get some hell back on that one, but that was close.
So we can actually do something with the tower. Levi is still around. He's near the Raptor cap, 50% HP. Knowing him, he's going for this 1v5.
Shooting for a bit more, gets a slow, takes him down. Solo kill on Archie, that's one back. Look at the
He's in there.
Well. Levi wants in, can't find the kill. Slow. They do keep the turret alive, and here's the chase. She is stunned in front of the turret. 2 autos, 1 more. Can he get him? Yes, he does. Slay lives up his name and takes him down.
What? They also said start the top side. They got an objective while going for that 1v5 division.
Oh, come on, Levi, man. He's going to take that one every time.
It's in his genes. He's got to do it. Now in mid lane they go. Tier 2 going to fall rapidly.
To be fair, he did wait for the Lulu shield to be happy. It wasn't.
Yeah, 1v5, 1v5.
Okay.
We didn't see the camera. It was a 1v5. Trust us, everyone.
6,000 gold. The lead for the Marines 20 minutes in. This is a significant gold advantage right now.
All right, let's take a look at this 1v5 in replay. Levi comes in, gets the knockup. You optimistic Thunderlords for both himself and Optimus aim the kill. And then Ash Arrow from Slay under the turret for the last shot, gets his autos and heals for the extra move lead to close kill.
Mystic is so surprised he didn't even heal when Levi actually jumped in and killed him.
That's so fast.
Didn't even press him, he just died. Obviously, she jumped away, and yes, maybe Lulu was there to help as well. Yada, yada,
It's
yada.
a lot. It's pretty fuzzy. I don't remember either. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it was a 1v5. I remember.
Either way, good moves out of the Marines. They've continued to do so. The question is always, will they turn back into a pumpkin, or will the Cinderella story continue in this game? Dark chunked up, but he's taken enough. Bit of an unneeded ulti, but better safe than sorry, I do suppose. You can't really hate him for it, but Conti, we got the blue buff over to his mid. Shia got that with his Mystic Orb.
This is actually dangerous. The Marine have Optus spit pushing all the Lulu down on bottom side. But remember, he took Ignite, as you said. He doesn't have the teleport. And they're going to try and defend this and gain that pressure on the bottom side. He's going to get it all the way to the turret.
Small army with him as well. Shen on the way, but right now WE are kind of behind on the plays. When they go to defend here, 2 guys, they only leave the rest of the map favored by Marines.
Lands the Shen and Optimus. The HP bar is low. Knockup's not going to stop the top out of 957. He's jumped down. One more spell will do it. He's going to be done in there. The kill coming through to Shie.
These are the reasons that a lot of these leads do kind of just float away from the Gigabyte Marines. The late game, he's split pushing up so far and stays at the turret, even though there's no pressure on the other side of the map. When doing that, you need similar levels of pressure in the cross-map play.
We buy some time. They buy some time to scale up. They buy some time to catch back up in this game. The game could keep going at the pace first 20 minutes. They were bleeding gold when that was happening. So catch some breathing room. Mystic needs to finish that second item. Still no Hurricane just yet for him. He's got the need to combine it, I do believe so. Just up now for a second item spike. Going towards a Hex Drinker to be able to withstand LeBlanc damage, which will slow down the multiplicative scaling Ashe a little bit.
Still a very fun build by Optimus. Went for the supportive route and went Death Cap. Obviously, Death Cap is great on Lulu because it adds more to the shields and
it's the most supportive AP item you can buy.
Yeah.
I want to see if he's going Litbane for dueling or lose Echo as one of the raw item.
Exactly. You can also deal more damage, means you're going to heal more with your Athene.
I mean, at this point with the Death Cap, it almost feels like he shouldn't go on the center. Just keep sticking to the AP route now because your damage is actually relevant. It's very relevant against a lot of the guys on the side of WE. Both Luden's Echo, especially Luden's Echo actually, for Echo Burst. But obviously, it gets a bit weird as AP Lulu because then do you go Void Staff later, even though you technically are aiming a lot of your spells also on supporting, so you don't really want magic penetration. It's always a little bit odd with the full AP Lulu.
Yeah, also a little bit odd the trade that Marines are making right now. They let the top tower fall in favor of farming the jungle on this side with Levi. But not really gaining, again, a lot of pressure on the other side of the map. They push up the minion wave in mid, they push up the minion wave in bottom, but no real turret damage has been dealt yet, and there is defense in place for WE.
Yeah, they've been so slow with the push bot lane that they don't even get to the tower. Because now you can see WE has already recalled and returned out on the map. So once again, a novel macro mistake from the Gigabyte Marines that now give a bit more gold over to WE.
Yeah, what they did was farm out the enemy jungle, but it doesn't really remove too many options from WE. Oh, that Asher actually aimed at Mystic, but doesn't get any summoners.
And it's also putting gold on your 5-0 Kha'Zix or giving gold to your entire team, obviously by killing the tower right now. But we have seen whenever it's like Gragas, Kazakhs, outside of Gigabyte Marines, they're able to get these big leads. Two very key champions for them so far. It's funny, whenever Stark, as we said earlier, has kind of been left on any other champion than Gragas, it's not been great. But on this champion, he's actually able to make plays.
I agree, and one of the beauties of longer form tournaments like this is you get to watch the first round robin and say, okay, we can refine our champion for the next time around, and it's just fun looking at the rematch to see what they change in the pre-game selections here.
Another power now.
Yeah. No arrow for this.
Nice knock up there in his ship, but actually pretty durable overall. Looks like the clone takes many of the attacks there, so it's an ulti down from Optimus.
Yes, Sarge.
Sarge, look for the flank play, gets on missing, explosive cap, lets him flash away in time. They don't find Conti either, a nice taunt, and now the tank is getting shredded now. Not quite knocked down, those Strangleforms gets a nice big knock up. They don't quite get the kills yet though, but look at the damage of it coming through from Sai. Flashes forward, he's trying to get it, and they can't quite make it happen. They all slink away with a sliver of health. The WE able to find the first kill here. Levi needs to get the shot, and he's gonna make it a Trey kill. Bot laner for top, and now support has been picked up as well. The chase is in. Can they find Shie? Not just yet. Glitterlance gets a bit of damage, but he's going to stay alive. +1 though. Marines able to keep pushing.
And Slay, he saw that triple kill right in front of him, but he sadly went down to the end. It doesn't matter though, because Gigabyte Marines, they want more.
Looking to pick up Missing, and will do so. The forward chase is there with the last bit of mana. Levi comes in and gets it off. Ocean Drake for the region, helping to keep push. That's going to be an inhibitor turret down 26 minutes. Running away from the inhibitor, they're going to back off before the reset comes through.
And what a powerful move up the front line. I mean, as you're saying, Clay saw it in his eyes.
Oh, he had it right there.
The Runons with the Ash just almost one boring right there, but let's take a look at the chase.
This is really smart by Mystic that he actually saves the flash, because new Gragas, you actually don't have time to body slam and then ulti people. There's always a little room to flash in between. That's why Mystic saved his flash right there and used it after, once he saw the Gragas ulti.
Great zoning there with the Zyra ultimate during that, because they were so dangerous. Yeah, the Ash with the Q blocked and Runons going is actually a beautiful sight. Regardless though, here's the 4v5 turnaround. 957, a little bit ambitious. There was vision for the Marines on the outside.
She delivered picks into range of Ben. I didn't actually notice that. It's when we got the kill because he was so far away, but he had already put E onto LeBlanc, who had distortion back and got smacked.
The two, star players for the team, Levi and Optimus make the turnaround a reality, and they actually break the inhibitor turret. One of the crucial things has stopped the Marines from finishing out their games where they get big leads.
Need to get Baron. It's always the objective. They're kind of like hovering around 10 minutes and it becomes even fights. Team that's behind, they get a lot of gold, they get items, and then the Baron is just not working out for Gigabyte. It's like this time around, they got the wards around it, ton of wards. They're actually starting it at the moment. They're trying to force a fight.
They have a 7-kill Kazakhs here that will rip through the Baron. Here comes WE though.
Down 3 in health. Condi's in range, does not have flash. Knocks away, there should be enough time. And the spikes to come through. Zyra secure, but a kill traded back. So 1-for-1 though. And moving forward with Baron. Gigabyte still chasing on for the one attack on the bend. They'll kill him off Slay. And the Frost staying alive. This shows the heal. He will not fall. And they're gonna kill absolutely everybody. Gigabyte Marines smash the fight.
Dark with the huge intercept on Condi, ultimate way, then body slams over the back of the wall. They leave Slay and Optimus, the squishy backline, in the pit by themselves, and they fight their way out.
And now they can push for so much more. Mid lane wave gonna crash. Turret's already gone. The inhibitor is a formality.
Do they have any minions?
Respawn timers are 10 seconds. They're not getting more than the hit, but they can reset.
Yeah, Levi could usher them up with the Baron, but it's way, way too early in the game to look at the Nexus turrets. Those things are not gonna go down quick enough for the Nexus. As well, they don't get very much money, so you get the secondary one instead.
They got Baron though. They even got a ton of kills with, again, this has been the one objective that's kind of hurt them during this tournament when it comes to closing out games. But this was actually a really good setup. You talked about the Kobe with Dark obviously interrupting. Condi, no chance of a Baron steal. And then Slay, he got his revenge. He got denied that triple kill before.
This is the last game of the first round robin. SKT are 5-0. Everyone else. Here we go. Another fight on Condi. Let him take him out. The Shendel not going to buy him. Not enough time. Maybe it will actually. Just for walking away. 957 in. Gets to the top. They can't get a kill on him. Condi in the jungle, but look at this top side fight. They're looking for the kill on the Shen. The damage coming through. They find it. Levi is legendary. 10-0-2 on the Kazakhs. He is a massive start. Barely takes damage. Speaking of massive on this, Gragas is huge. And Now at the top lane inhibitor turret, it's a 5 versus 4, staying healthy. Good damage, Condi. The turret's gonna fall though.
The Gigabyte Marines are playing so incredibly well. Just big plays from all members right now. Archie lands this thing. Stark lands this thing. They're going for the Nexus.
They're trying to close it out. 20 seconds in the Shen respawn. How much damage can get? Bubba lands on Levi. First damage is there. Pick him off at the 4v4. They got to be careful. Mystic staying alive. Just barely. The fight continues anyway. Turret number 1 gonna fall. 10 seconds of Shen, and Marines say this is a bit much for us.
Yeah, they're too close to the fountain right now. Mystic will return with full HP.
And he can stop. They can look for something, but the recalls are going to be fast. And it will be Dewey staying inside the base to farm. But that's 2 inhibs down, plus one of the next turrets. It's an easy reset, and in 25 seconds, they can repush.
All right, okay, this is the big play from Stark right now. Denying Condi entrant to the Baron pit, and then fight mix out. Everyone is completely split up. You know, 2 guys from Gigabyte Marines on one side, and then Slay, he closes his eyes, activates Q, and he just fires away.
957 misses his tall flash there. That's why Slay's able to kill off the DPS.
Oh, rough.
Oh my goodness.
That's karma. Again, he was denied that triple kill. Got his revenge.
Oh, he did in a very big way. And what comes with it, Deficio? More than half of the WE base.
There's only 3 turrets standing left. Bot lane tier 2s are still alive. The Nexus has less turrets than the bot lane does right now.
Do you guys realize we will actually have 5 teams
at
2 and 3 if
yeah.
Gigabyte Marines can close out this game? 5 teams at 2 and 3, and then of course SKT sitting.
That was the story coming in to a certain extent. We started seeing these teams playing. SKT are number 1, and then 5 teams who are going to be equally matched. You have to assume Marines 2 closes 1 out. And now you cannot really mock anyone for losing to anyone else because there is absolute parity in the group stage. Any of these teams can make it also in the top 4. We had Peanut predict that it was everyone minus Marines minus TSM. We've had predictions for everyone else power ranking these various squads.
There they go. She is on the outside. Stark plays front line.
There we go, stun on the mid. There comes the dog pile. He's deleted immediately. 2 for 0. There's nothing else to do. Archie gonna stay alive for a bit longer. 957.
They got it. They got
it's
it.
only Chie. That is it. The 4-5-way tie for second. Gigabyte Marines knock down the LPL's WE. 14-1-3 for Levi. And we've got 5 teams tied for second.
Oh, it's just insane. The fact that we have 5 teams, exact same score right now, and as you said before, it's honestly impossible to predict who will make it out.
The Gigabyte Marines played so incredibly well this game. This was actually insane. Domination from beginning